Mercedes has been tipped to challenge for the title. Verstappen versus Horner has been reignited, and Susie Wolff is targeting Ben to become FIA president. Do consider subbing to the channel. Let's get into the latest F1 news. Jos Verstappen has made a bold statement as we approach the critical F1 2025 season. He sent a clear message to Red Bull. Should they fail to secure the world title, it's not Max Verstappen who should shoulder the blame. Instead, Jos believes the onus is on the team to deliver the performance needed to support their star driver. As the engines rev up at Albert Park this Sunday, all eyes will be on Max as he sets out to kick off his title defense and secure those crucial first 25 championship points. However, the early buzz suggests that this season's competition may be tougher than anticipated. Helmut Marko from Red Bull has raised eyebrows, hinting that McLaren might actually be the team to beat. During preseason testing, it was reported that Red Bull's RB21 was lagging behind, with a performance gap of 2 to 3 tenths in crucial long runs. This raises questions about whether Red Bull can provide Max with the machinery to compete effectively. Marko noted that McLaren's tire wear appeared to be significantly better too, adding to their edge over Red Bull. Technical director Pierre Wash echoed these sentiments. He pointed out that Ferrari could also pose a challenge, indicating that the early indicators suggest a shift in the hierarchy of F1 teams. Wash stated, "At the moment, it doesn't look like we are quick enough, but after we will see. It looks like McLaren and Ferrari are quicker." This revelation is already shaping perceptions heading into the season. Although many had anticipated Max Verstappen would again dominate this year, it appears we might witness a more competitive landscape in the F1 2025 championship. The likelihood of a fierce battle among Red Bull, McLaren, Ferrari, and even Mercedes has become a central talking point. Verstappen's remarkable journey from a previous 10-race winless streak to clinching last year's title with 2 races to spare only adds to the anticipation. But this season, as we embark on this high-stakes journey, Max's chances of retaining his championship could very well be a nail-biter, definitely going down to the wire. And just in case Max doesn't win, Jos has already identified where the blame will lie. In a recent interview with Radio Joe, he spoke about Max's decision to remain with Red Bull for the 2025 season, noting that this choice was finalized long ago, signaling confidence in their partnership. As we gear up for what promises to be an exciting F1 season, the pressure will mount on both Max and the Red Bull team. With Jos's words ringing clear, the team must step up their performance to ensure that if things go sideways, it won't be Max who bears the brunt of the fallout. Stay tuned as we delve deeper into the unfolding drama of the F1 2025 season, dissecting every twist and turn along the way. Whether Red Bull rises to the occasion or faces challenges from competitors, one thing is certain: this season promises to deliver high-octane thrills on the track. In the world of Formula One, confidence in the team is crucial. As one prominent figure mentioned, our trust in the drivers remains unwavering. They must continue to perform. They need to keep building a good car. That's important. Speaking of performance, Max Verstappen has been the subject of much speculation in the past. Last season, rumors swirled about a potential move to Mercedes, and this year, Aston Martin is in the discussions with a jaw-dropping offer rumored to be worth $1 billion. However, Verstappen is under contract with Red Bull until 2028. Yet this contract isn't as straightforward as it may seem. Helmut Marko, a key decision-maker at Red Bull, acknowledged that there are performance clauses in Verstappen's contract that could allow him to leave if the team's performance doesn't meet specific expectations. Marko stated, "As in every Formula One contract, there are clauses if certain success quality criteria are not met. This means if Red Bull can't provide Verstappen with a winning car, he may be tempted to explore options elsewhere. After all, you don't get any younger, and success is a priority for any racing driver." Despite these speculations, Verstappen himself has expressed contentment with Red Bull, saying that as long as he's happy, he sees no reason to leave. However, the stakes are high in F1. If he feels that Red Bull isn't on the right track, it's clear that he will start looking around for potential opportunities. Meanwhile, the excitement doesn't stop there. In recent discussions, Johnny Herbert, a former FIA steward, shared his candid thoughts about Verstappen's career and the challenges he may face within the sport. Additionally, Toto Wolff has made promises to Lewis Hamilton regarding Verstappen's potential signing, indicating the underlying tension that fuels rivalry and ambition within F1. Looking ahead, the message remains clear. Ensuring that Verstappen has a competitive car is vital. If not, he could become very difficult to manage. As fans, we can only anticipate what lies ahead in this thrilling tale of competition, personal ambition, and high-speed drama. Stay tuned as we continue to follow the pulse of Formula One, where every race and every decision could shape the future of racing. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more insights and updates. Can Mercedes fight for the F1 2025 titles? That's the pressing question on everyone's mind. Rob Smedley, a noted figure in the F1 community, has revealed that while some within Mercedes are skeptical about their chances this season, he's not ready to write them off just yet. It's a compelling narrative, especially considering Mercedes' previous championship battle in 2021, where Lewis Hamilton narrowly missed clinching the title, falling short in the dramatic final lap against Max Verstappen. Since that intense showdown, Mercedes has faced new challenges. They maintained their status by clinching the Constructors' title for an impressive 8th consecutive season. However, with the introduction of ground effect cars in Formula One, they saw a shift in dynamics, allowing Red Bull to rise while Mercedes experienced a notable downturn in performance. But there's hope. Last season showed a glimmer of progress. Mercedes made strides, even in a year when the performance of their W15 car was often erratic, fluctuating with track conditions and temperatures. They still managed to secure victories, winning 4 Grand Prix, definitely a sign that the team was on the mend. Now, as they gear up with the new W16, challenges remain. Toto Wolff, their motorsport boss, expressed some concern after the Bahrain race, where Mercedes didn't dominate as expected. The conditions were ripe for success, and yet the team didn't deliver the anticipated performance. Wolff noted they should have been significantly faster based on their previous achievements in similar situations last year, particularly in Las Vegas. Could this indicate that they've resolved last year's issues? There are 2 crucial outcomes to watch for. Either they've balanced performance across various conditions, climatic or otherwise, or they're still grappling with unresolved problems. Wolff suspects they might have made some misguided choices during testing that didn't pan out as planned. He mentioned trying strategies in the afternoon sessions that just didn't yield positive results. As we look forward, all eyes are on Mercedes and how they adapt and evolve with the new season ahead. Will they reclaim their status as a powerhouse in F1, or will they continue to face hurdles? Let's stay tuned for what promises to be an exciting F1 2025 season. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more updates on all things Formula One. In a recent episode of the Formula for Success podcast, former Ferrari and Williams engineer Rob Smedley shared insights about Mercedes' current standing in the F1 landscape. Despite their recent struggles, Smedley emphasized that we shouldn't underestimate the team. He indicated that during his discussions with Mercedes staff, they showcased a modest outlook, expressing uncertainty about their abilities this season. But, as Smedley cautioned, this self-effacing attitude shouldn't mislead fans. He believes that Mercedes, a dominant force in past seasons, is poised for a comeback. You just can't count them out, he remarked, recognizing their long history of strength in the sport. The 51-year-old foresees a fierce 4-way battle for the championship this year, involving not just Mercedes, but also Ferrari, McLaren, and Red Bull. He acknowledged Ferrari's impressive potential based on their recent performances, highlighting that they're definitely in contention for the title. With Lewis Hamilton back in full force, Smedley noted, they are a team that are now getting their act together. This sentiment reflects a resurgence as Hamilton's drive fuels the team's ambitions. Looking at McLaren, Smedley believes they're also on an upward trajectory. Having learned how to clinch a world championship, they're expected to build on that momentum. Shifting focus to Red Bull, he pointed out the intrigue surrounding their designs post-Adrian Newey. Understanding how their car performs early in the season will be essential, especially when it comes to their recovery strategies, a hallmark of their past successes. As Smedley concluded, fans of all teams have something to look forward to. All of those teams could win the Constructors' Championship this year, indicating that the competition is set to be electrifying in the coming season. Stay tuned as we keep you updated on the latest developments and thrilling races in the 2025 F1 season. Don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more exclusive content on your favorite teams and drivers. Johnny Herbert, the former F1 driver and beloved motorsport pundit, is in the spotlight once again, this time for the controversial end of his role as an FIA steward. After facing criticism and accusations of bias, especially for his opinions on Max Verstappen, Herbert has been let go from the steward team as the 2025 Formula One season approaches. Despite the challenges he faced over the past few weeks, Herbert is ready to move forward. He opened up about his true feelings towards Verstappen, a driver he acknowledges with a great deal of respect. Although Herbert had some rough encounters with the Verstappen family, he has not shied away from praising Max's skills as a driver. In late 2024, the concerns about bias were brought to the forefront when both Max and his father, Jos Verstappen, publicly questioned Herbert's impartiality in his role as an FIA steward. They voiced their worries that Herbert's vocal criticism of certain on-track moves from Max might influence his judgment during races. Claiming that Herbert couldn't be counted on for unbiased decisions, the Verstappen's concerns led to a significant discussion within the racing community. Despite the accusations and the subsequent loss of his position, Herbert continues to hold Verstappen in high regard. In a recent chat after the preseason testing in Bahrain, he made it clear, Max has done a good number of laps and he will always be in the running because, for me, he is the best driver on the grid at the moment. This statement underscores Herbert's acknowledgement of Verstappen's talent and capability, highlighting the intense competition that lies ahead. Looking into the future, the 2025 F1 season is shaping up to be thrilling, especially with the battle for the Constructors' Championship heating up. Herbert predicts that the top teams will continue to fight for supremacy, and with Verstappen at the wheel of one of those cars, the dynamics are bound to be compelling to watch. Rose. For fans and followers of the sport, the stakes are high, and as teams gear up for the upcoming races, all eyes will undoubtedly be on Verstappen, who now carries the title of the best driver on the grid, as acknowledged by Herbert himself. How this season unfolds will certainly keep everyone on the edge of their seats. As the F1 landscape evolves, it's becoming clear that the race for supremacy is tightening, particularly between McLaren and Ferrari. Expert analysis suggests McLaren currently has the upper hand due to their consistency across various circuits in recent races. It's a sentiment echoed by figures in the sport who believe Ferrari needs to step up its game to compete effectively. When it comes to individual drivers, the spotlight is on Lando Norris. Evaluating his performance, Herbert remarked that Lando has developed a fierce competitive edge, especially after learning from his encounters with Max Verstappen. This season, he's poised to show he's ready for the challenge. However, he must also keep a keen eye on his teammate Oscar Piastri, who is expected to be a strong contender in the upcoming races. In a separate yet equally notable observation, Jos Verstappen warns fans not to put blame solely on Max if things don't go as planned this season. With Red Bull Racing's ambitions high, the pressure mounts, and expectations could turn volatile if the car's performance dips. There's also buzz surrounding Isaac Hadjar, who has ambitions beyond just participation in F1. He's focused on excellence and is certainly one to watch in the coming seasons, hinting at the potential of another Red Bull world champion in the making. In team dynamics, Toto Wolff's recent promises to Lewis Hamilton concerning the ongoing rivalry with Verstappen reveal a deeper strategy at play. It underscores the importance of teamwork and trust amidst growing competition. As these narratives unfold, the talk of driver management continues, especially with Max. If his car lacks the necessary speed, reports suggest it might become challenging to handle his competitive nature. The excitement in Formula One is palpable, with predictions swirling and rivalries heating up. With loyal fans eager for updates, the Planet F1 channels offer insights and breaking news, ensuring that everyone stays informed about the shifts in this thrilling spectacle. As we gear up for the season ahead, one thing is certain: this F1 journey promises to yield drama, surprises, and perhaps a few unforgettable moments that fans will be buzzing about for years to come. Susie Wolff, who is currently leading the Formula One feeder series, F1 Academy. Despite recent media buzz, it turns out she has no intention of pursuing the role of FIA president. Wolff, who is also known for being the wife of Mercedes F1 team principal Toto Wolff, has been at the center of rumors about a potential presidential bid. An Italian publication, Autosprint, recently reported that she was contemplating stepping into the ring for this year's presidential election. However, sources close to Susie have clarified that she is not interested in that position at all. For context, the FIA president role is currently held by Mohammed Ben Sulayem, who took over from John Todt, the former Ferrari team principal, back in December 2021. The chatter surrounding Wolff's possible candidacy intensified when it came to light that there was a brief investigation into an alleged conflict of interest involving her and her husband. This investigation allegedly stemmed from Ben Sulayem's awareness of her possible ambitions. In light of these developments, Susie Wolff made a statement expressing her disappointment regarding the questioning of her integrity. She characterized the allegations as baseless and rooted in intimidatory and misogynistic behavior, emphasizing that these remarks were focused more on her marital status than her professional capabilities. This situation has undoubtedly raised concerns around how women in motorsport are perceived. Importantly, the controversy surrounding the investigation quickly dissipated after all 10 F1 teams publicly opposed it, putting significant pressure on the FIA to drop any inquiries. Furthermore, Susie Wolff took action by filing a criminal complaint against the FIA in March of the previous year. Reports reaffirm that despite the swirling rumors, Susie Wolff remains committed to her current role and has no plans to run for FIA president. This scenario underscores the ongoing challenges and scrutiny women face in leadership roles within motorsport, as well as the importance of maintaining integrity and professionalism in the sport. Stay tuned for more updates, and as always, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest news from the world of Formula One. In the world of Formula One, the influence of women is ever growing, thanks to passionate advocates like Mrs. Wolff. Known for her efforts to elevate female participation in motorsport, she remains focused on her role within the F1 Academy. However, her husband's esteemed position with the Mercedes F1 team presents challenges in her pursuit of a high-ranking role within the FIA. The potential for conflicts of interest means that aspirations for the FIA presidency are currently off the table for Mrs. Wolff. The reigning FIA president, Ben Sulayem, has held his office for nearly 4 years and has been a contentious figure, embroiled in various debates. Under FIA regulations, he is eligible to serve multiple 4-year terms, allowing him to run for re-election in both 2025 and 2029. Mrs. Wolff's journey in motorsport is noteworthy. As the first woman to participate in an F1 race weekend since 1992, she made her debut at the 2014 British Grand Prix with the Williams team. Her time in competitive racing is marked by a series of appearances and a commendable career in the German touring car series DTM. After hanging up her racing boots in 2016, she shifted gears towards advocacy. She founded the Dare to Be Different initiative, dedicated to increasing female representation in all sectors of motorsport. Her impressive tenure with the Venturi racing team in Formula E, where she initially served as team principal and later as chief executive, showcases her leadership skills and passion for the sport. In March 2023, Mrs. Wolff took on the role of managing director for the newly established F1 Academy. This position represents a significant step towards her mission of enhancing women's visibility in racing. In a landscape where diversity is key, Mrs. Wolff's contributions highlight the evolving dynamics of Formula One. As she continues to champion women's involvement, her efforts pave the way for future generations of aspiring female racers. Stay tuned for more insights, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for the latest updates from Formula One.